Swatting is attempted murder. There's no other way to describe it. There's quite literally no other way to describe calling the police on someone and trying to get them to come to your place in order to, well, effectively kill you. Because that's what it is, right? Oh, yeah, you want to scare somebody. Oh, big boy from the internet anonymously calling the cops. Yeah, but the person on the other side of that has to then deal with a gun in their face, cops raiding their privacy, and then the aftermath from that, which, by the way, comes with psychological repercussions. There are certain things that I still have trouble being around because of that shit. Yeah, I was swatted a little over 3 years ago, and it doesn't necessarily get that much easier when being in certain situations. You know, like part of my therapy is dealing with that. It's an emotional thing. So this particular story is something I've covered now for a while, for over a year. And I'm glad that we finally have a conviction and the fact that this guy is going to jail for 20 years. Because Tyler Barriss, I don't want this title here. It says man gets 20 years. No. Call it what it is. Tyler R. Barriss, 26, from California, gets 20 years in jail for a hoax call that led to a fatal shooting. For a SWAT, got a guy killed, got a father of two killed. Now, a California man was sentenced on Friday to 20 years in prison for making bogus emergency calls to authorities across the U.S., including one that led police to fatally shoot Kansas man following a dispute between two online players over a $1.50 bet in Call of Duty. U.S. District Judge Eric Melgren sentenced Tyler R. Barriss. I want to make that abundantly clear. I want that name shouted from the damn rooftops. Tyler R. Barriss, 26 years old, under a deal in which he pled guilty in November to a total of 51 federal charges related to fake calls and threats. You know, we used to have the 3-strike rule in this country, right? 3 felonies and your ass is in jail for life. This is 51 federal charges, as well as a murder. 20 years in jail. Now, the 2017 death of 28-year-old Andrew Finch drew national attention to the practice of swatting, a form of retaliation in which some reports a false emergency to get authorities, particularly a SWAT team, to descend on an address. Authorities said an Ohio gamer recruited Barriss to SWAT a Wichita gamer, but the address they used was old, leading police to Finch, who was not involved in the video game or dispute. This man was an absolute innocent. Do you hear me? You fucking cowardly fucks who do this shit. He was an innocent. Yeah, I'm not going to let that go. I'm not going to let that go. That a father of two is dead because some little dickless wonders playing Call of Duty get bitchy over a $1.50 loss and decided to call in a professional swatter to fuck with each other, resulting in the death of a 28-year-old father of two. Like I said, a goddamn innocent. I'll never not be furious talking about this story. For my own personal experience. Because every time I think of it, I think it could be me. Every goddamn time. What if I didn't open the door the right way? What if I didn't call the police ahead of time, letting them know what I do for a living, so then they would be prepped and aware of who I am? What if? That what if runs through my head constantly. 3 years doesn't make it any goddamn easier. Now, Barriss admitted that he called the Wichita police from LA on December 28th, 2017 to falsely report a shooting and kidnapping at that Wichita address. Finch answered the door and an officer shot the unarmed man. I think it's fair to point out that in the situation, the front yard was long, and it was a distance between the street and the front door, and he couldn't hear, and it was confusing because the police used tactics to make it confusing. And when you see the lights and you see the guns, you kind of shut down. Every time I think about the situation, I think about Andrew Finch's perspective walking outside. I at least had the luxury of being in an apartment complex, that there was a narrow walkway one way or the other. So there wasn't like a lot of distance between me and them. I mean, it wasn't like I could walk out and then they were there. This guy couldn't really see what it was and maybe didn't hear the commands from the officer who fired the fatal shot. Anyway, Barriss's prosecution in Wichita consolidated other federal cases that had initially been filed against him in California and the District of Columbia involving similar calls and threats he made. Prosecutors asked for a 25-year sentence, while the defense had sought a 20-year term. Should be fucking life. Should be life. Should be life. I don't think at any point in time this dude deserves to see the goddamn light of day ever again. Throw him in a fucking hole. Forget about him. Now, U.S. Attorney Stephen McAllister told reporters here that we hope this will send a strong message about swatting, which is a juvenile and senseless practice. We'd like to put an end to it within the gaming community in any other context, which is something I fully support. And maybe a 20-year sentence will put it to any other fucking dickless asshole who wants to go and do this, that you could spend a very, very, very significant part of your life locked behind bars. There shouldn't even be, at this point, it shouldn't even rely on somebody getting killed to get this kind of sentence, man. This is attempted murder, full stop. Now, the FBI recognized swatting as an emerging threat as early as 2008, noting it had become a commonplace among gamers. The intended target in Wichita was Shane Gaskill, 20, and the man who allegedly recruited Barriss, Casey Viner, 19, of North College Hill, Ohio, were charged as co-conspirators, as they should be. The two chuckle fucks responsible for this act should be. And they should get the same sentence as him. Yes, I believe that. Yes, I stand by that statement. Authorities say that Viner provided Barriss with an address for Gaskill, and that Gaskill had previously given to Viner. Authorities also said that when Gaskill noticed Barriss was following him on Twitter, he gave Barriss that old address and taunted him to try something. Knowing that this guy, Swatistic was his name, he had a reputation for this kind of stuff. What did you expect? Hey, come on there, buddy. Try something with me, man. Yeah, you got someone killed. How does it make you feel now, Gaskill, huh? How does it make you feel now? How big of a man do you feel now on Twitter going up against a guy named Swatistic? You got a father or two killed. You got an innocent killed. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel fucking good? Make you feel like a big fucking man? Is that where it's at? Is that what's going on here? Oh, you don't feel so big now, do you? You're going to go to jail for a long goddamn time. And you're going to be known, no matter what, as a spineless coward, chuckle fuck bitch who got a father of two killed. And I never want you to ever fucking forget that. Never want you to forget that. Now, Viner and Gaskill pleaded not guilty to charges, including conspiracy to obstruct justice with wire fraud and other counts. Viner has notified the court he intends to change that plea at the hearing schedule on Wednesday. Yeah. Change your plea. Throw yourself on the mercy of the court. Beg for mercy. Did that father get a chance to beg? Did that father get a chance to get on his knees and beg for his life? Did that father get a chance to explain the situation to the police? Did that father get a chance? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck him. Fuck Barriss. Fuck you all. You don't get no goddamn fucking mercy. You don't deserve mercy. Not for this. Not for this. Gaskill's trial has been delayed until April 23rd amid plea talks with federal prosecutors. Finch's family has sued the city of Wichita and the unidentified officers involved, which, yeah, I get that. I get that. Again, the difference between me and this guy is I do this as a living. I take precautions where I can. But Andrew Finch was an innocent. Andrew Finch did nothing to anybody involved in this situation. It was an accident. And that's what they're going to argue. It was an accident, Your Honor. We didn't mean to get the guy killed. We didn't mean to do it. And then he should look at them and he should laugh. laugh at them, at their pathetic fucking faces, as they revel in the consequences of what they've done. Tyler Barriss took a plea deal, 51 federal charges, 20 years in prison. He was homeless at the time. Did you guys know that? Yeah, he was living in a homeless shelter. Now he's got a home, Tyler. 20 years, buddy. 3 hots and a cot. Andrew Finch's children are going to grow up not knowing who the fuck their dad is, or not knowing their dad. Not knowing their dad. You took a father away from his kids because you're a selfish fucking asshole. Gaskill and Viner are selfish fucking assholes. I want them in jail. I want them to fucking rot. And I'll tell you guys why. Because whoever the fuck did it to me, I got no fucking idea who did it to me. Been 3 years. FBI, they've looked into it a little bit, but they got nothing that they've told me. And I can't even get the audio recording to maybe listen to see if I can identify the voice. So here's you want to know why I'm so fucking passionate about this? You want to know why I'm so fucking mad about this? I'll tell you guys why. Because I view Tyler Barriss going away for 20 years as the only semblance of justice I'm going to get for the attempted murder committed on me. So I do view this as a win, but I still mourn gratefully for the family of Andrew Finch. His 2 kids aren't going to know him growing up because these 2 cowardly little bastards got bitchy over $1.50. I mean, you want to talk about the loss of human life being something that is so woefully like underrepresented. I mean, like we talk about lives being taken and them being for nothing. Imagine being for something as little as $1.50. And then Tyler Barriss didn't work for free. I think one of them paid him. May Andrew Finch rest in peace. May his children one day be able to move past this, but they never will. They're never going to get their dad back. All for $1.50 in a bet. $20 years is not enough.